Dad said, I think you're mistaken. I'm sorry for the child, but I am Plabita's father.
Okay.
And then my teacher was like, yeah, I'm talking about Plabita. And my dad was like, wait, you're saying that Plabita Borthakur is quiet? And
Hello viewers, I would like to introduce you to our guest today. She is Plabita Borthakur. ওই ভুলটা জলদি কি করো?
I used to actually play dumb in school because
Okay.
so that then the teachers would just think that she's dumb, she's just stupid, so she wouldn't get it. So even if I didn't write, even if I didn't finish writing, they wouldn't scold me because they'll just feel that, oh, poor girl, I think she doesn't get it.
Oh.
But I wasn't fluent in my Hindi because we don't talk in Hindi so much here. Or even if we do, we talk in that whole hum jayega, hum khayega kind of Hindi with our friends.
Hi guys, welcome to our channel. This is your host Debangi Kashyap, and today we're going to start a new video session called the Popsicle Bistro, in which we are going to bring a lot of fun episodes for you. But for the first episode today, we have Plabita Borthakur, aka Manu from the band Manu and Chow, as our guest. So without further delay, let's start with the session.
Hello? Can you
Hello.
hear me?
Hi, Plabita.
Hi.
It's so good to
Hi.
see you.
Thank you. Likewise.
So, how's been your quarantine period?
It's been good actually. I lived alone for 3 months
Okay.
in Bombay, almost 3.5 months actually.
Okay.
So first few months I enjoyed it, and by the end of the after the third month, I think I started getting bored, and
Yeah.
I was like, I need to be around some people. So
Yes,
then
of
I
course.
came to Assam.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice. So, have you been working on something in this quarantine period? Like, many people are. Basically.
Yeah, they are, but I didn't want to work honestly, but I have to now because I was committed to a project, so it's gonna start. So I have to go back to Bombay, uh,
Okay.
this after first week of September to work. I don't know how that's gonna be like in the new normal. We have to obviously everybody has to go
Yeah.
back to work, but in the beginning when people were doing a lot of online work, I wasn't doing it because I was enjoying this once in a lifetime opportunity when you
Yes,
can just be
yeah.
lazy and you can like just cook food and eat and enjoy. So I was just eating and getting fat. That's
Yeah, and
all I
sleep
did.
around all the time. That's the perfect
Yeah.
life. So, I would just like to ask you now, like, how did you plan on, this career that you chose for yourself, like in acting?
Um, it's too close. I didn't plan anything.
Okay.
I always enjoyed performing arts. I always enjoyed acting and singing and dancing. Um, in my hometown in Duliajan, my dad used to work in oil, so we were living in this township where we had a club where every
Okay.
year we had this children's meet where we would do all kind of all it had all kind of competitions with literary competitions, sports, and performing arts. And I made sure to take part in all performing arts possible.
Okay.
So I developed an interest for it since I was a kid, but I had not decided that, okay, I want to be an actor. Honestly, I didn't have any aim in life. So I was
Okay.
like, okay, my sister's in Mumbai, so I'll also go study there. So I did my graduation in Jai Hind College in Mumbai.
Okay.
And then I was like, okay, but during my college life, more than academics, I took part in all kind of college festivals, and I represented my college in the festivals.
Okay.
So yeah, so I think that's when I got more interested in. So by the time I did my graduation, I decided that okay, I really am enjoying acting, so let me just join this course. So I did a diploma course, 3 months diploma course with Barry John
Oh,
Acting Studio, and then I started auditioning.
wow, nice. So, Bollywood just happened, you know? Mm,
Yeah, I mean, I worked for it. I had to give up a
yeah.
lot of things when people my age would go to office and work, and weekends they will party and they'll party all night. I had to kind of be more disciplined, take care of my health because it runs in the family to become fat. So I
Okay.
had to do all of that, give up on a lot of food.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So did PK come through those auditions, or
Yes.
Yes.
PK had come to an audition. At
Yeah.
first, I didn't want to do it because I thought it's a very small part. But then
Yeah.
I got to know it's a Rajkumar Hirani film, and then I really liked the director. So
Yeah.
I thought, why not? I must work with him.
I guess sure. Yeah, that's so nice.
Yeah.
I mean, like we were so proud to see you on screen. Like, oh, she's from Assam. So,
Thank you so much.
and what about this one, Lipstick Under My Burkha? That kind of was a real, social message kind of a film, and you really
Yeah.
shone
Yeah.
as a star in that movie.
Yeah. Thank you. That also happens through an audition, if that's the question you're
Yeah,
asking me, like
yeah.
how I got through that. That also happened through an audition. They were auditioning for a long time to find the right person to fit the character of Rihanna. But after doing a lot of auditions, they were not able to find the girl they want as the actor they want. And it just happened that the chief assistant director had a roommate who knew my sister and had seen my band videos. So
Okay.
he was like, "Oh, my sister's friend. Sorry, my friend's sister. She is also a singer and she's an actor, and I think she'll fit the part of this character. So why don't you audition her?" So then
Okay.
they asked me for an audition, and then I did an audition, and they liked it. And then they said, okay, let's do another round of audition. Like first I did my audition, then again I was called to do my audition in front of the director. Then she made me do some improvisations and to check if I was able to do it. And then actually when then I had to meet Prakash Jha. So when I met Mr. Prakash Jha, and I thought, okay, now it'll be the final decision if I have the film, if I have the part or not. But then they didn't tell me anything. They said, okay, he wants to start your workshop. I said, okay. And then I did my workshop for about a week.
Mhm.
After that, my director and I and my stylist, we were on the way to buy a burkha for me for practice, to practice at home and outside. So then when we bought that, then I asked my director that, listen, I've been doing workshops for like a week. So do I have the part or not? I want to know. So then she smiled and she was like, yes, you have it. So I was like, thank
Wow.
God. I had read the script and then I was really, really excited to be part of that film.
Yeah, it's a really good movie. And about you have a band. So, like,
Yeah.
was singing your first priority, or, like acting? Like, I have heard some of your
I like
songs.
both.
Yeah, okay.
I really enjoy singing. But as a career, because I had already chosen acting, and
Mm.
then the band happened, and I really enjoyed doing our shows and making music with my bandmate. And I don't know, I can't pick one. I really enjoy both, but I know that I am not. I'm working hard towards being an actor because now I've already, especially after Lipstick, I'm already in this somewhere
Yeah.
in this field. I'm already kind of traveled a little in this path, in this
Mm.
direction, more than I have in my music. And yeah, and I think I'm just lazy to do a lot of riyas, which I don't do. So, which is why I would say that since there are so many better singers and more deserving singers and performers, which where I would like to get there sometime. But
Yeah.
right now, I think my focus is more on acting. But
Mhm.
I really enjoy singing, and music is something. Music plays a very, very important role in my life. So
Okay.
yeah,
So we all
yeah.
know, Plabita as an actor and as a singer. So do you have any childhood stories or anything for us? So like we can know how you were as a kid.
I was a very I had two faces when I was a child. I was really quiet in school,
Okay.
and to an extent that my dad was called by the teacher, and my teacher had said that, oh, I'm sorry to tell you, but I think you should seek professional help. You should see a counselor or a psychiatrist for your daughter, Plabita. For your daughter, because she doesn't talk at all. She doesn't talk. She's so quiet. And my dad, because at home, I was the exact opposite. I was like, I was a rebel. I wouldn't listen to anybody. And I would just like, basically, I would boss around anyone around. Like,
Okay.
so that I would boss around everyone around. So my dad said, I think you're mistaken. I'm sorry for the child, but I am Plabita's father.
Okay.
And then my teacher was like, yeah, I'm talking about Plabita. And my dad was like, wait, you're saying that Plabita Borthakur is quiet? And yes, I had two different, because I used to actually play dumb in school because
Okay.
so that then the teachers would just think that she's dumb, she's just stupid, so she wouldn't get it. So even if I didn't write, even if I didn't finish writing, they wouldn't scold me because they'll just feel that, oh, poor girl, I think she doesn't get it.
Oh my
So I
God.
could just stare out of the window and chill.
Oh my God. That was kind of sly for a child, but okay.
Yeah, I was a smart kid. I
Yeah,
knew what I
you were,
wanted to do.
yeah, you were very smart.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. And I used to argue and at home I used to argue with everybody. Whoever
you
comes
have
home, I would
two,
like
uh,
argue and I would win.
you have two elder sisters.
Yes, I have two elder sisters.
Okay, so that makes way for a rebel, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. They were the nicer kids. They were the disciplined kids. My parents never had to go to their school even once for any complaints. And for me, they had to go once a month.
Oh my God.
Later,
When you
when
showed
I
your
didn't,
true
when I
colors.
couldn't act, when I couldn't act so dumb anymore.
Yes. Okay. So, I would like to ask you about your bandmates, about Manu and Chao. Like,
Mhm.
who are your bandmates? Like, do you know each other for a long time, or it
So,
just happened like that way?
so at first I met Chow.
Okay.
I met him in Bombay. He's my sister and Jiju's friend, and we started. We got along very well, and he started taking me to his friends' places where they were all musicians. He used to have a band earlier. So he was pretty much in the band scene. I wasn't. I didn't know anything about it. I didn't even know anything about making your own music. I used to do a little bit of it when I was a kid, but yeah, that's it. So then he took me to all these musicians' parties and jams where they would sing songs and come up with new songs. And I started participating and making songs with them. So I really started enjoying it. And that's when that's when we started making our own music and we started making our songs. And then later, then slowly, we thought that, okay, we should
Wait,
have other musicians with us.
we're talking about the band.
Yeah, so later then we found other bandmates to play with us who are very good musicians.
Okay.
They are also proper professional musicians, which obviously, because Chow was already in the scene for a long time, so then he knew people, and then we had all of them, and then we formed a band and we did shows.
Yeah. I like your song Fituri. It's really nice.
Thanks. That's not my band song though.
I know.
That's our
I know, I
friend
just put it
Kingshuk
in.
who had. Yeah, I had only sung for it. I didn't like compose and stuff.
Yeah. There are a lot of upcoming projects, for you that you're working on right now. So would you like to tell our audience something about that? Like,
I'm not sure I can tell about that right now.
like the shows
There are
that you're
upcoming
working
projects.
on?
I mean, I can't tell you about shows that I'm going to work on. I can tell you about shows that have already been announced. There's my show called
Yes.
Bombay Begums, which should hopefully be out early next year, I guess. I'm not sure.
Okay.
And my show Breathe Into the Shadows was recently out. And I'd done a film called Dusra, for which the trailer is out, but the film is not out yet. But I cannot talk about the projects that I'm going to do because I do not have permission for that yet.
Okay.
But I'm going to shoot for this one show which is a series, and it's really interesting, and it's a kind of a character that I've never played before, and I'm very happy that I've been offered the part, because it's really something that I hadn't thought I would get a chance to play.
Okay, that's nice
Yeah.
to know. So, I would like to ask you, if you have a chance, like ever, would you, like, you will of course have a chance, but will you really work in an Assamese movie? And if you do, like, which kind of a movie that would you prefer to work in?
Yeah, I would love to work in an Assamese movie. I just have to like the script,
Yeah.
and I need to like the script, and I need to be able to trust the director, and I think that goes for that is the same for my Hindi projects as well. As
Mm-hmm.
it at the end of the day, it has to be a good story, and it has to be a beautiful film or series or anything,
Mm-hmm.
which yeah, language shouldn't be a problem. As I mean, I
Yeah,
can speak Assamese now.
of course.
If I'm offered some really weird language script which I cannot speak, then it's a different thing. I have to think about it. But
Okay.
obviously, Assamese is my mother tongue, and I am born and raised in Assam as well, and it's my home. So I would obviously love to be part of an Assamese film.
Since it came up, like, are you planning to do any regional film, like anything soon, like in any other language? I mean, more like Marathi film or something, like Bengali films or
No, I don't know how to speak Marathi yet.
and
I did a film. It's Bengali, but it's kind of multilingual and Bengali, but based in Kolkata. I shot there. But my character doesn't speak Bengali, so my
okay,
character speaks in Hindi, but other people in the show are speaking Bengali. My character understands Bengali, so yeah.
okay. So it's fine.
Yeah.
And there is also a thing about like Assamese movie industries not being up to the mark, because a lot of our films are still revolve around the basic storyline of uh, romance, the same, basically the same storyline. Now, recently, a
Hmm.
lot of new movies have come up, but basically, the industry lies in the hands of this, Bihu songs and those stories, like romance stories.
Yeah.
Do you really think that there needs to be a change in this approach that we are using right now? Because Bengali films have reached a long, like they have developed a lot. So our film industry is not.
Yeah. I think it will now slowly, because there is much more exposure to everything now, that there's so much information available online.
Mm-hmm.
If you see, there are so many new music videos, I would say, coming up, or so many small, I'm not saying films per se, but so many smaller projects coming up in Ahomya projects, which are very well done, which are nicely done, and also music scene is getting so much better. So many young budding talents are coming up with their own channels and with their own content. So I think with all of this, obviously, Assamese movie industry will have to
Yeah, it will have to.
basically, they will have to gear up. Yeah, they will have
Mm.
to make changes, and because so much is available and so much exposure is there, I'm sure it will get better.
Yeah, it should. No. There is another thing
Yeah.
about Assamese girls not really going out there, like into Bollywood. I mean, like we have hardly seen many people out there from Assam
I
making.
meet Assamese girls in auditions, and yeah,
But
I think
not
it's
many people like work. I mean, the representation is
yeah, maybe.
really less.
Are you talking about representation as an Assamese character in a film, or you're talking about
That
Assamese
too, but
uh,
that's not what I'm talking
actors
about right now.
working there?
That's not what I'm
Huh.
talking right now. I'm just talking about Assamese actors, like Assamese actors having, like offered major roles or something like that, that kind of a representation.
Um, I don't know what to say about that, because, see, honestly, earlier things were very different. There were very
Mm-hmm.
few there would be one actress or actor who would do many films, and one person that gets famous or gets launched in a film, or something like that. But I think nowadays times are changing, and there is what I mean to say is, it's not just Assamese actors. Generally,
Okay.
also for anybody who's come, who's not already from the industry, it was difficult to get a major part, or who do not have contacts. But now I think it's getting better, and I'm sure slowly a lot of Assamese actors will also get chance to work there in Bollywood, and I'm sure a lot of them are doing it also right now. It takes time for everyone to figure out, for us, for the Assamese people to figure out that, oh, that person's Assamese, because
Oh yes.
unless you know, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Unless
yeah,
you know,
exactly.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And about the
And I think also another thing is, I think another problem or difficulty that we Assamese actors face is pronunciation in Hindi, because the mainstream cinema is all in Hindi. And I think pronunciation is a big issue, because there are not so many films made about Assamese women, which I think there should be.
Exactly.
And yeah, but for films that are not made about Assamese women, but from a girl residing or belonging from any other city or place, it becomes difficult. Any other state, I would say, it becomes difficult for the Assamese actors to be able to say that kind of, or speak that kind of Hindi. For me, it was a struggle. I had to learn. Thankfully, I knew how to pronounce all kind of words, but I wasn't fluent in my Hindi, because we don't talk in Hindi so much here. Or even if we do, we talk in that whole "hum jayega, hum khayega" kind of Hindi with our friends.
Yeah.
So when I went there, first of all, to be able to speak in proper Hindi was a big task for me. When I had got the opportunity to play Rihanna and Lipstick, in that 1 month of workshop, I had to read and speak a lot of Hindi, so that I get more fluent in the language.
Yeah.
Many, but can you hold on a sec?
Yes.
I have a director I really, really want to work with. Sometimes I do this. 1 sec.
So and favorite character, like as well, like people like look up to some characters in life. Any character that you like relate to?
I love Walter White in Breaking Bad. Love to act in. Now that I'm thinking of it, mostly the films are hero-centered.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of a heroine-centered film.
Exactly.
Mostly it's about the guy. I just realized while thinking about it.